everybody, this is the Rick and Crystal Show, and I'm Rick.
And I'm Crystal.
And welcome. Welcome to our studio audience. We've got a lot to talk about. This is our Friday show. April 9th, and we've got our new mugs.
Yes, we do.
These were handmade for someone in our town for a celebration. Not for us. We got them at a thrift store for about 35 cents a piece. Yep, 35 cents.
They're cleanable.
All right. Okay. We looked at the weekend temperatures. It's going to be 74 degrees today. 74 degrees.
That would be nice.
But
that
the weekend in the 60s, and it's going to rain.
Is it going to be windy or anything? Do you know? I bet you didn't look. Can you do this and tell?
I don't need to talk about that right now. All right, look. Let's move on. On our this, I write stuff down on this to keep track of everything. What about the doctors and tests? Crystal had a doctor appointment today, some tests, just to find out how everything's going. Her muscles and everything, her legs, and we'll keep you posted on that. That wonderful studio audience. That's what you get for a Friday studio audience. See? The other audiences we have in here are just loud. It's probably, they haven't had the COVID shot. Let's see. The next thing is spring is in the air. It is. Yes, spring is in the air. We've been doing some outdoor decorating.
Oh, it's beautiful. I always liked that red mulch.
Yes. Okay. All right.
We had to go away for a second because one of our babies found us.
Yeah. Yeah. The other one's upstairs. We're in Studio A, as you can tell. The beautiful overlook here. It looks very nice. Let's see. We've done some rearranging, moving the dog's cage around. Let's see. We've been watching Jesus of Nazareth, this miniseries we bought at Walmart, and
Yes.
it's a lot of fun. It's from the 70s, but it's pretty cool. I'm excited about this. We ordered a Chuck Missler commentary series on DVD, Book of Revelation, and we've got our 2 workbooks coming, so that's going to be exciting.
And those workbooks are really thick, too.
Yeah, they are. Yes.
A lot of information.
Yeah, a lot of information. We've learned a lot from Chuck Missler. It's good. It's good to have teachers, to learn things from. We've got we have Studio A and Studio B, but we have a new, let's just say a new set coming, and it's a palace. It's going to look like a palace.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Crystal has her master desk built. It's done. Maybe she can put pictures of it online or something.
Actually, I think we're going to stop right now and show whoever's watching the pictures that you did.
Okay. Here we are at the desk of the great Crystal. And there she is. We're going to see what her desk looks like. We're going to cruise around here on the side. See what it looks like for the producer of the Rick and Crystal Show. There she is.
I like my desk that Rick made. Thank you, sweetie.
Absolutely. Anytime. We've got our beaded curtains that we repurposed back here. Her diploma's up there. Lights, our painting that she made. And here's her desk surface. And the printer. And here's the bottom of it. Right there. And it comes around to here. Here's the back of it. And the dual monitors. And her to-do list. And there's the bottom of that. And over here you'll find a tired Doberman. Jasmine. Want to say hi to the camera? Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Yep, that was handcrafted by me. Most of it. But, jack of all trades, master of one. And that's trying to be a good husband. Thank you, studio audience, and you deserve a little 5-second dance. Here we go.
Well, we can't really.
sleep without you, no.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay. Let's see. Yep, that's coming on her desk. Her desk is kind of like that master desk in the office, you know, when Dwight, what's that other guy's name? Dwight and,
I can't. Jim.
Jim. Dwight and Jim. They always had that rivalry going, you know, and, one day Jim came in and Dwight had built a master desk, a bunch of desks together, and he's sitting there. It's just like ridiculous. Everybody was doing their job. Dwight's got this master desk, and
That's my desk.
yeah. Well, it's one level, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We had this beaded curtain that was cool when we bought it. It was really cool. We bought 2 of them, these beaded curtains. But once you walk back and forth through them, like into the kitchen, after a while, you just
They're not
wanna,
so cool anymore.
you just want to pull it down and throw it out and step on it, you know. Well, we've seen some of our kids this week and everything, so that's always good. You know, family's great. I'm just looking forward to that thing. We wanted to make a short video this time. Is there anything you'd like to talk about before we move on to the next part of our program?
Well, I mean, just touching base on what you said earlier about the test and stuff, I'm sure there'll be more to come, and it'll take a little while to hear back from the doctors, probably about a month. So I really won't know anything for a while, but no news is always good news, so.
Right. That's the thing. That's why we believe in God, because everybody gets old. You know, everybody's going to age, and we're all going to die, and that's just how it is. And you know, you got to know where you're going. Okay, this is the last part of our program, a part that Crystal is unaware of.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right
That's
now.
the best time. All right?
I don't like this.
Okay. I went online on the laptop she fixed for me. You got to see this, pretty cool. But I went online and got some viewer questions from across the country. So here we go. Okay. The first question is from Michael in Boise, Idaho. Is it true they make a magic mouse that gives your computer power?
Well, I have heard.
It says he's 13.
Okay, I have heard that all the information goes through the mouse into the computer.
I'm just telling you what I found on the internet. You know, there's no reason to make fun of me. That's what she said, now be careful with your mouse. I said, so all the information goes in here. And my wife said, sure, Rick, all the information goes in there. So I believed her, and I guess I was wrong.
You shouldn't take things so literally.
Moving on to the second question. Okay, this is from Bill in Scranton. No, we're going to leave that one last. That's okay. This one's from Beverly, and she wrote her whole address down, by the Mississippi River. Okay, this is from Beverly. If the cable company installs a router in my house, is a router like a roulette wheel? Phyllis and I go to the Riverboat Casino, and I have seen roulette wheels. Okay, that's what Phyllis is. No, that's Beverly.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
Well, I can help you with that. I've been to a casino, and I have a router. So, Beverly, no, it's nothing like a roulette wheel. It's like a box that sits there and blinks at you. And if it's not blinking the right buttons, your internet doesn't work. But the roulette wheel, you get a chance to be a millionaire. So, that's that. Okay, now we're going to go to the last question, because I thought this was a little beyond our PG guidelines here. But this is from Bill in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I know the answer to this. If I have a liquid-cooled computer, can the liquid be beer or urine? Folks, I just take them off the internet. I don't make them up. Why would I do that? Well, I think it's been a great show. I think we had a good time here.
Oh, and there goes the dog.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Yep. Thank you so much. We love our audience, and we love our YouTube, and we love our YouTube subscriptions. We watch YouTube every day. Thanks. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. This is Rick.
And I'm Crystal.
And this is the Rick and Crystal Show. Thanks for coming out today. It was a rainy day. Yes, thank you so much. Thanks. It's a rainy day. Last couple days, but we need it for our flowers and our garden and everything. Yep,
And the rain can actually be very relaxing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's right. Okay, this is our Friday show, and thank you for viewing. It's April 30th. It's the 120th day of the year. That's what Wikipedia said. Yep, 245 days left for the end of the year.
Good
So
to know.
We're like a third of the way there.
I'm going to know when Christmas is.
Well, let's see. 245 days left. That'd be 6, knock off 6 days, right? So 239 days until Christmas.
Wow!
Okay. I wrote this down. I did some work today on this script in the year 311. Now, remember Christ was crucified in like AD 33, and the apostles throughout that first century, first decade, like they were all killed, the ones that followed Christ, they were all killed, and I think John lived into like 95, 80, 95 or something. Anyway, this happened in the year 311 AD, April 30th, today, Friday. The persecution of Christians by the Roman Emperor Diocletian of the Roman Empire ended. It ended. It was horrific. He was killing them, crucifying them, burning their Bibles. This one pastor explained to us, every Bible was burnt and destroyed, every manuscript they had, except like one group of Christians had a couple pages, another one a couple pages, and they kept it together. God kept it together, but these guys like out to just kill Christians. Anyway, also on April 30th, year 1492, guess what happened? No?
What?
No? Nobody know? Anybody know? On April 30th, what happened in the year 1492? Anybody? That's right. Christopher Columbus.
Oh my gosh, I knew that, man. It felt like a trick question.
He got his commission from Spain. So he was able to go across and discover the Virgin Islands, right? That's what he did. Well, they say he discovered America. That's what I was taught. But then later on, when I did my real history research, I'm like, no, I think he brought syphilis to the natives, and he discovered the Virgin Islands, which are now the Bahamas, which we go vacation in and get syphilis. Okay. None of that part. Well, it's kind of true, isn't it, though? Isn't it? All right. Okay, also, on this day in history, April 30th, George Washington was sworn in 1789. That's right, 17. Yep. Our nation's first president.
Okay, on these fun facts, I'm going to have to boo you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's what we think of that, Crystal. Okay. Go ahead. What do you have to say? Do you have to say something? Or?
I do.
Go right. The mic's all Crystal now.
Well, I have heard that I'm not talking enough, so I'm going to take over the show now.
All right. Okay. As long as I've got the mixer, we're fine. Also, I just wanted to comment on this. Just one thing in the news, because we're not news heavy here. We're happy because if we get bogged down the news, it's not going to be a happy show.
No, the news sucks.
Yeah, the news sucks. Yeah. The Biden administration is proposing to ban menthol cigarettes.
Really?
Seriously.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to take a few years, but if they propose it, it's going to happen. Menthol cigarettes will be banned.
Oh, that's bad.
And it said over 73% of
the smokers,
black men are menthol cigarettes, and they proportionally killed black Americans more than anyone else because of the menthol cigarettes. When I was growing up, I smoked Marlboros, and guys around me smoked Marlboros or Winstons.
Well, a lot of the people that I knew smoked like the Newports.
Yeah.
Newports.
Like when we've got five kids, and I think 2 of my kids started smoking, and it was Newports. And I was just boggled. I was like, so used to like guys smoking Camels and stuff. And honestly, the only people I knew that smoked Newports were women would smoke menthol cigarettes, and black men I met would smoke menthol cigarettes, like cool, which is
When I first started smoking, I was smoking like those Misties.
yeah. Virginia, they
And Virginia Slims.
they cater 'em to
Misties
women.
and Virginia Slims, yeah.
They cater them to women.
You know what though? Unfortunately, it was kind of messed up because it wasn't as strict as it is today. Because when I started smoking cigarettes, I would go into the gas station and buy them myself.
Yeah. I used to buy Playboy for guys in high school when I was 15 at the mall. Yeah. I'm real proud.
Yeah.
Well, how about if you let me? I'd like to get into this little study I did, and then we have viewer questions for both of us online. They're good questions. I screen them. There's nothing wrong. We keep a PG show here, and you can applaud that. Thank you. See, the studio audience, you can tell it's spring. The studio audience is a lot chipper, and they're happier. Yes. Also, we put out cheese today. You're welcome. We put out cheese and grape juice for them. No, that wasn't wine. That's grape juice. No, we're not giving you wine. You come and watch the show for free. And no, we're not giving you wine. No. Okay, anyway, it is time for our 5-second dance. Are you ready?
I was just thinking that, so
Are you ready?
absolutely.
3, 2, 1, here we go.
Cause I can't sleep without you.
Hey!
I hit the set guy. Oh, the set guys are upset. I just hit one of the lights.
Rick's in trouble.
Well,
You're in trouble.
when I
You're in
dance,
trouble.
everything, I just let it all go. Okay. Well, if you'll allow me just for a minute or two, I'd like to do a little study with you. You're going to find this interesting. If you watched our previous shows, you know we're Christians, right? We're truth seekers. We've been into so many subjects we're going to get into this year, from a megalithic, those buildings down in South America to the pyramids over in Egypt and Babylon, and ancient technology and UFOs, demons, we're going to get into all that stuff. But that being said, we're doing a study on the Book of Revelation. We told you we bought that DVD set from K-House. It's online. It's Canonia House, but they just call it K-House. It was Chuck Missler's ministry, but he passed away a few years ago. Anyway, he's did Bible studies on all the books of the Bible, and we bought the one for Revelation. It's verse by verse, and we bought manuals, guidebooks and what have you. But with that in mind, I just wanted to read just a chapter to you and tell you something about part of the book of the Revelation, and then we'll get on with some more funny stuff. Okay? That's all right? Thank you. Okay. We're going to go to chapter 4 first, okay? And then I got some notes here I want to talk to you about. It's pretty cool. I did this study, I feel God inspired me to do this because we are studying Revelation. And Crystal had some feelings and thoughts about this. And I just wanted to do this for her, because she's my sweetie. So remember, after I do this study, keep your thoughts upbeat. It's called Seen in Heaven. And this is John. He's the one who wrote the book of Revelation, and he probably wrote it when he was really old. God took him up and showed him this, what had happened and what were going to happen in the future. After these things I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. And the first voice which I heard, like the sound of a trumpet speaking with me, said, "Come up here. I will show you what must take place after these things." Immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was standing in heaven, and one sitting on the throne. And he who was sitting like a jasper stone, and a sardius in appearance. And there was a rainbow around the throne, like an emerald in appearance. Around the throne were 24 thrones, and upon the thrones I saw 24 elders, sitting, clothed in white garments and golden crowns on their heads. That's a picture of God on his throne, the Father, the Creator, God. There's none higher than him. He is the highest. There's none beside him. God is the beginning and the end. He has always been.
You know, so if you have concerns about, well, how did life begin? There was always God. There was always a God. So just imagine in your mind space and just a powerful being, you know, and three personalities. That I know it blows your mind. It does. Mine too. It's just, but that's how, you know, it's ancient. It's just mind blowing. But if you read the Bible enough, that's where you get all these tragedies. Like, you know, his highest creation, Lucifer, rebelled against him, and now is out to destroy him. I mean, Lucifer wants to be God. You know, it's crazy. You know, but I wanted to read that to you because it's about the rainbow around God in heaven, around His throne. So, you're good, buddy Rick. Did a little research. That's right. In my handy dandy Webster's Dictionary, circa 1970.
It's like, hang on, let me get it. It's like this big.
Yep. It's huge. It's got to weigh like 25 pounds. But
At least, yeah.
Okay, so I looked up the stones. You know, it said you know, about the jasper stone. And he who was sitting was like a jasper stone. So it said God, who was sitting there was like a jasper stone. It says an opaque variety of quartz. In the Bible, probably a green ornamental stone. And it said he was like a sardius, you know, and I never really knew what that, I've read that many times in the Bible. Didn't understand what it meant. The dictionary tells us a precious stone, one of 12 set in the breastplate of the Jewish high priest. A ruddy stone, perhaps a ruby. So it was one of the stones that was set in the high priest breastplate. You know, if you have read the Old Testament, you know, that was God's people, the Jewish people, and He taught them through Moses, you know, and the prophets how to live and how He wanted to be worshipped because He was their creator. You know, it's only fair enough. You know, He provided everything for them; they should obey Him.
Right.
But the high priest had this breastplate with 12 precious stones on it, representing the 12 tribes, and I guess sardius was one of them. I looked up the rainbow. The rainbow is two concentric circles. The inner circle is called the primary rainbow. The outer circle is called the secondary rainbow. It's a bow or an arc of a circle consisting of the colors of the spectrum of the rainbow. Yeah. Also, emerald, precious stone of the beryl variety. It's rich green, ranking with the ruby and diamond. And that's from the Webster's 1970 dictionary. I just thought that's pretty cool, you know, just a vision of God on His throne. So, you know, if you're out there and you feel alone, just try and remember, have faith that, you know, when you leave this horrible world, you know, we're going to be standing there with Christ and God and, you know, out of these sore, pitiful bodies. We were talking about that the other day. Remember, you know how people have seen spirits or ghosts? Can you imagine? And we've seen people pass away. We saw my mother pass away. But can you imagine when it's your turn or my turn or Crystal's turn, and those near-death experiences? They say they're like leaving a coat or an old suit, and you just float out. You're light. You're weightlessness. You know, you don't have any weight to you. But anyway, that's what I thought about that. Well, let's get.
You're gonna set that off. This is Rick's fault. Sick of the same old style, like, you know, the workout pants or whatever,
Yeah.
and the tops. You know, I'm sick of the same old style, and so I'm going with more of a 50s look or a 60s look because that's what I want to do. And I'm going to go with more of the dresses, which I've done before, because I prefer the dresses.
Well, they're more comfortable, too.
They are. For me, they're more comfortable, and I like the way they feel. So that's why. You know, I think they're pretty, and I like the way they feel, but for me, a lot of it's comfort.
She looks great. She looks fantastic. You know, we went out to dinner the other night, did some serious grocery shopping, so we don't have to leave the house for 2 months now. And, you know, we went out to dinner, had a great time. And it's just, she looks so summery, you know. But we're plodding ahead with this show, and we've got exciting stuff this year. I'm telling you, we're going to build a permanent set, and we're months from now, we're not going to say anything. We're not.
We
gonna
have
say
a huge surprise for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But that's all we can say.
Yeah.
But we have a huge surprise for you
Yeah.
guys, and you are going to love it.
It's just going to take some time. It's going to take some time.
It's a lot of preparation, a lot of work. So like Rick said, it's going to take some time.
All right, let's whip through these questions. There's a couple of pieces. Okay, this one's for your host with the most, Rick. It's from Phil in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Didn't we have him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is with Scranton? Okay, we know the office is in Scranton, and our one of our kids is a fan of the office.
Huge fan.
yeah.
Huge fan.
Okay, here, Phil from Scranton. The Old Testament seems harsher than the New Testament, or am I not understanding it? That's a good question. A lot of
Good
people,
question.
a lot of people say that because you read the Old Testament and for goodness sakes, like sometimes the earth opens up, and this is His chosen people, the Jewish people. They're swallowed up and buried alive, dead, gone. The parents, the children, animals. Sometimes God strikes them dead with lightning, and then the curses on Egypt when the Jewish people were led out of there by Moses. Every firstborn would die. It's just and then you go back to the garden where Adam and Eve sinned, and then because of their sin, those two people, the entire generations, to come to pass, have to carry that sin. I know it's odd. This is the way I do it. Okay, this is what helps me get through the Holy Book. I look at the Old Testament and New Testament as a wide picture of history for thousands of years, and it's God directed, obviously, and He always has prophets. But if you notice, majority of people keep screwing up. They keep messing up. So I think you need to look at it all together. And of course, in the New Testament, you'll see Christ in the Old Testament if you look for it. But
Well, the Old Testament's a book about a nation, whereas the New Testament's a book about the man.
well, that's very good. She's right. Absolutely right. Yeah, that's very good. Look, let's move on though, because we could spend.
Yeah,
This one's for Crystal. Oh, this is a good one. She's gonna love this one. This is from Edith in Pensacola, Florida, right there.
Ooh.
Crystal.
Hi, Edith.
All right. Crystal, would you call yourself a liberal or conservative?
Well, that's not a very modest question.
Huh, I think somewhere in the middle, honestly. I want the liberties to do our show and be left alone. Not live in a police state where they can come in your house anytime they want, or I want to be able to drive around safely and stuff.
No, I guess, yeah, it really depends on which topic you're discussing, because I have very strong opinions in very different areas, and they don't fit in any specific, category, whether that be Democrat or Republican.
Well, see, the thing for us is being pro-life, being against abortion, against it. You almost give up on these politicians because they're going to say whatever gets them elected, and the, Planned Parenthood's plowing right ahead, so we're not going to change anything with that. It's just going to get worse. But I think, well, I don't want to speak for you. If this helps. I always thought I was kind of middle of the road with a lot of people, but the middle of the road politicians always vote pro-choice. So I always have to vote more conservative than I feel I really am,
Well, here's the problem, though, Rick. If you're not pro-choice, if you're like me, because I'm pro-life, but the thing is about being pro-life, I'm not really sure, because I still believe that if, the mother is in danger of losing her life, then at that point, there's reason for abortion late term. Because if it's, if it's one or the other.
It's a tough decision.
I think at that point it should be the mother's decision, not the government's decision. I think at that point it should be the mother's decision. However, now they've got things such as the morning after pill and stuff. So I don't believe that abortion should be used for rape. I'm sorry, I don't. Use the morning after pill. I mean, I'm very sympathetic. I am. You know, it's very sad when somebody's hurt. But be cautious, you know. Take care of yourself. You know, you take that precaution and protection.
Right, absolutely. And of course, don't be careful who you trust. Absolutely, and this is for anybody, male or female. Be careful who you bring home. You know, I think we've all look as previous drinkers or drug users or whatever. I think we've all done that because we wanted to keep partying. We brought people home we probably wouldn't do when we were sober. So just be careful about that. But let's move on. I think there's a few. I think I turned them up. Oh, here we go. One for Rick.
I want one.
Well, we just did you.
I want another.
Oh, sure. We'll just skip over me.
You talk enough.
This is Crystal's world. I just operate around her circle.
This is my world.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
you already answered this one. Here we
I
are.
found one.
You won't believe it. Linda from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh my goodness, another Scranton.
Scranton, Pennsylvania, we love you. All right. Okay. Crystal, what do you think, Ghost Star? My mom and I saw something at our old house a while back, and I had goosebumps and chills.
What do I think? Ghost Star?
Yes. She said, Crystal, what do you think, Ghost Star? My mom and I saw something at an old house a while back, and I had goosebumps and chills.
Well, ghosts, you know, in my opinion, are demons or demonic activity.
Why would they do that? Why do you think?
I think because they want to scare us, you know, they want to torment us.
Didn't
And I
that one
think-
preacher say they were territorial? Demons were territorial?
Yeah, and if we're not, especially if we're not saved,
Oh, yeah.
you know, if we're not saved, if we're saved, they can scare us, but they can't hurt us. But they can almost hurt us if we're not saved. That's my understanding. Now, I could be totally off on that, and we may do something later and totally rebut that, but that's something I'd like to know.
You know, because first you'd say, well, maybe Satan and his demons have free reign over everybody that's unsaved. But then you're like, well, has God said before he even created anything, he knows who is going to be his and who's not. That just, that's mind-blowing. But so are there innumerous groups of unsaved people that Satan can't touch? Or, I think, it's just...
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah. Okay. Now, is it okay if I do a question?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I may interrupt, though.
This question is from Tyler. I wonder how old Tyler is in Little Rock, Arkansas. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Little Rock. Okay. Are you a minister? No.
Are you qualified?
No. I'm like everybody. I'm a student, and I'm going to be a student until I die, because those are my encouraging words. That keep learning and keep growing and keep reading. You know, that I found out when I dropped out of high school a few years later that I loved to read. So through the 80s, I read about everything I could devour. You know, and like Crystal, you know, you learn that if you can read something, you can comprehend it. You can learn how to do it yourself. I mean, you need hands-on experience and help, but reading. But no, I thought about being a minister, but I don't know. I don't feel a pull from God. I feel him more like follow him and serve him, listen to him, read his word. You know, that's how he speaks to us when we read the Bible and pray to him. And I just want to do that. I want to be a better Christian. That's what I want to do. Let's see. We got another one for Crystal. Okay, this is from Dana in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Hello, Michigan. Hello, Kalamazoo. All right. Thank you. Should everyone own Microsoft Office?
No.
Why? I'd wonder why. Because that's a good question from Dana. Because if I was buying a computer and I wasn't married to a genius here, I'd say, yes, give me Office, give me that, give me Adobe, give me it all, you know.
I wouldn't say that everybody that buys a computer has to buy Office, because when you purchase Office, you can do it a couple different ways. Like, I purchased the software to be downloaded on my computer because I don't need, like, the updates on the templates and stuff, because I just don't need it. Now, if you need that sort of thing, then you can go to, like, the 365 program through Microsoft Office, where it offers updates and you're paying either yearly or monthly, you know, or whatever. But here's the thing. You're only going to really need Microsoft Office if you're a student, you know, like in, I would say, high school, possibly junior high, but definitely high school, college, most professions, you know, that work with computers and stuff, they would need it. Authors, writers, you know. But for a regular person who just wants to do shopping and, like, emails and stuff like that, I think it'd be a waste of their money and time and effort to purchase something like that.
Great. I think the audience liked that. They appreciated that. One last question. We have one last question. Well, that's horrible. Don't applaud. Are we going too long? Is that the problem? Yes? Okay. Well, see, we may not have a studio audience the next time. Yeah, same to you. Okay.
Just fast forward, rewind, fast forward.
Love our
rewind.
studio audience. Love them. Okay. This is for me from Mike in Nashville, Tennessee. Rick, where do you get your suits? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I'll tell you guys, I think most of you guys can look nice for church. If you go to church for $20, go to any number of thrift stores. Don't go to the dirtiest and dustiest one. Not for suits. Go there for other stuff, but not suits. Go to a cleaner thrift store for suits and try them on. Try the jackets on. That's where you want to start first. Try a jacket on. And if you do go to like a Kohl's or a department store like that or something, try the jacket on. That's the easiest way to get your size. I mean, besides having someone size you. Once you know, like I'm a 44 long, you know, so all I got to do is go anywhere on a discount rack, clearance, 44 long, you know. And if at a thrift store, say it's a great jacket, but there's no sizing on it, try it on. Just try it on. But the shirts are just to, you know, measure your neck, and you can buy shirts anywhere. But
Well, I took our youngest son out shopping for his prom tux,
yeah.
and
yeah.
we went to Kohl's, and he got a really reasonable price there.
Yeah,
so I was happy with that. He was gonna order it, and then pretty much it was we were running late on time and stuff, so it worked out better. Plus, like you said, with the sizing him and stuff, it worked out better for him to try it all on at the store.
Yeah, because once you get your jacket size, pant size, and shirt size, once you're done growing, you know,
Yeah,
at least for a few months,
which
right?
he's like 6'10", so I don't think he's gonna grow anymore.
Oh, sure, he's 17. He's gonna be 18. Yeah, he's gonna be a giant, you know. Hello, Mom. You know. All right, well, we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, it's been like 30 minutes.
Well, we've covered everything. It's been a good show, and we haven't been on in a while.
Hey, we could split this into 2 shows.
Let's see what the studio audience says. So it'll be one show. All right, it's going to be one
Okay,
show.
it's one show.
All right. Well, this is Rick and Crystal telling you to have a great Friday. Yeah, okay. All right.
Have a great Friday.
Have a great Friday. It's spring. And get out there and don't forget God loves you.
And hopefully it doesn't rain.
Bye, everybody. Okay. All right.